Alright, it's another stinking hot day here in Queensland. Let's say this is episode 54, day 2 of my console shifter relocation project. And today I'm going to focus on getting the shifter higher and closer. Here we have my B&M Pro-ratchet shifter, and I have cut a length of 75 by 5mm bar, and I've mounted the shift onto it. Now my next step is to weld these bolts onto the back of this plate so I can mount the plate onto the bracket that I've got on the transmission bump. That way I can remove the shifter from the assembly without having to take the assembly apart to get the shifter off. The reason I'm going to weld these with the shifter in place is because it guarantees that once everything's welded, the shifter's going to go on. I mean, I could drill these out, weld them in place, and then discover the shifter's not going to fit, and then I'll have to modify the shifter seating lugs. So this way, hopefully it works out and I can just pull the shift on and off this plate once this is all welded up. The base plate has the lugs for the Pro-ratchet shifter welded in. Here we have now the transmission hump with some angle brackets I knocked together this morning, left over from one of my housing repair projects. So these angle brackets have been bolted together for the time being while I get the heights correct. Give me a little bit of scope for adjustment. The bolts have been welded into the bottom of those strips of bar. So again, I can unbolt this, or I can take the transmission tunnel hump out, because the bolts that hold this transmission tunnel hump into the car actually have nuts on the back of them which you have to get access to from under the car, which means it's a two-person job to get everything done back up again. The plan is to never take this transmission hump off again. If I need to change the shifter around, I can just unbolt everything off the transmission hump. Here's the shifter assembly with my plate, my bracket, the transmission hump all in together, and as you can see the position of the selector is mint. All I have to do now, well, the next step for this project is to cut out the center console so I can install the center console down around this bit here. Make sure it all fits and lines up, and I can fit that cable in, and I remain true to my word. I'm going to cut that section out of there, that section out of there, because it has mounting lugs for the old T-bar auto shifter, which obviously we're not going to use, so it's time to get cutting. Oh, the butchery. Alright, let's see how my freshly butchered console works in with my B&M Pro-ratchet shifter mounting plate in combination with all the other stuff that I've done. Oh yeah. Okay, step 1, mount console in over shifter. Tick.